A very happy and cheerful morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are fine at home and taking care of your health. So, we are back with our social studies class. And as you remember, in the last class, what did we study? We studied the types of democracy. That is the representative democracy, and the other one was the direct democracy. In direct democracy, what did we study? We studied that the laws and the policies are made by the people. And in the representative democracy, what happens? In this, the elected representative runs the government. Now, today we are going to start with types of democratic forms of government. Now, both of these categories are different. First one was types of democracy, and this one is types of democratic forms of government. So, let's start with it. In a representative type of democracy, we have two main forms of government called the parliamentary and the presidential form of government. How many types? Two. First one is the parliamentary and the second one is the presidential form. These two forms are different from each other. The difference is based on the relation between legislative and executive branch of the government. This we studied. Executive, what it does is executes the laws and the rules and keeps a watch that everyone is following the laws or not. Is it clear? Now, first one is parliamentary form of government. What is the first one? Parliamentary form. In parliamentary form of government, there are two heads. How many heads? Two heads. Okay? The head of the government is the Prime Minister. Who is the head? The Prime Minister is the head over here, who is directly elected by the people as the member of Parliament. Now, in this one, that is the parliamentary form, what they said that there are two heads. Okay? And the head of the government is Prime Minister, who is directly elected by the people. That is, the common people, what they do, elections are conducted, they vote for the person, whoever they want, and finally the Prime Minister is elected. Second is the President. Second is who? Second is the President, the head of the state, who is indirectly elected. Now, President is not elected directly. President is elected indirectly. He or she is not elected by the citizens. What is it? That he or she is not elected by the citizens, as is the case with the post of the Prime Minister. Now see, Prime Minister is elected by people. We vote for them. But the President is not elected by us. We do not vote for it. Clear? The President is elected through an electoral college made up of the elected representatives who are members of the Parliament. Once again, what they have said, the President is elected through an electoral college. Through what? Through an electoral college made up of the elected representatives. Now see, the representatives which are elected, out of them, what happens? Out of them, they decide the president, okay, who are members of the parliament. Now, all of these, they are the members of the parliament, and out of the elected ones, they choose the president. So, we don't choose the president, we choose the Prime Minister. It is called indirect because our chosen representatives vote for him instead of us. So, we do not vote for them. It is the chosen representatives. For example, I elected or I voted for BJP, someone else voted for Congress and so on. So, these elected representatives, after that one party wins, and after that what happens? The president is elected. We do not vote for them. Clear? In the parliamentary form of government, the executive is a part of the legislative branch. In the parliamentary, what happens? That in this form of government, executive is a part of legislature. Okay, parliamentary form of government में क्या होता है? Executive legislative का एक part है. Clear? The head of the state, that is the country, is the president. Now in this they are saying state, but it does not mean one particular state. It means country. Okay, president is the one who rules the whole country, not any specific state. Clear? That is the chief minister. हर state का एक chief minister होता है, but president is for everyone. Okay? The head of the government is the leader of the majority party. The head of the government, that is the prime minister, is the leader of the majority party. Narendra Modi ji is the prime minister, and he is also the head of the government of the ruling party, that is BJP, and controls the executive. India follows this form of government. We follow parliamentary form of government. Is it clear, children? So, India follows what? Parliamentary form of government. Now, the next one is presidential forms of government. In presidential form, the legislature and the executive are separate. Parliamentary form में legislature and executive were joint. They were like a branch. But in this, they are separate. The president chosen independently for a fixed tenure. Okay, for a fixed tenure, it can be 4 years, 5 years, accordingly. Is not responsible to the parliament. The president is not responsible to the parliament in this. The president is the real head of the state and enjoys more power. So in this kind of government, what happens? The president has more powers as compared to the other one. Clear? The president is only the policy maker and the legislature is the lawmaker. Okay, in this form what happened? President के पास बहुत powers होते हैं. President policies बनाता है and जो legislature है वो laws बनाता है. Policies are different, laws are different. The executive, legislature and judiciary are separate. In this, everything is separate. You can see legislature is separate, executive is separate and judiciary is also separate. The president is all powerful. President जो है वो बहुत powerful होता है. Okay? He or she is not responsible to the legislature and the electorate. So, president किसी को responsible नहीं होता. It has all the powers to take decisions, to make policies. He or she appoints his or her own team members or cabinet who are not members of the legislature or parliament. So, president क्या करता है? वो अपनी एक team बनाता है, अपनी एक members of cabinet बनाता है. Now, those members are not part of the legislature. Okay, वो parliament के part नहीं होते. They are separately formed. President अपनी एक team बनाता है, that is the members, and they are not part of the legislature. The president is elected for a fixed term and can only be removed through a difficult procedure called impeachment. Now see in this one, what it is? That if you want to remove the president and if you are not happy with their work, it is a difficult procedure and that procedure is known as impeachment. Is it clear, students? So I think we will just keep it till here. Okay? Now for your homework, you just have to read this part. That is, we discussed the democratic forms of government. Okay, so we will further discuss in detail. Till that, God bless you all. Goodbye.